Hey, what's up, guys? I have a useful tip today that anybody who does HGH might want to hear. And I discovered this today because, uh, well, let's get right to what happened to me today. So I was going to different pharmacies to try to find bacteriostatic water. Now, what is bacteriostatic water? That's what's used to reconstitute the HGH. HGH is freeze dried in these vials, and you have the bacteriostatic water to it, and then so that and inject it. Now, why wouldn't you use distilled water, whatever else? Because bacteriostatic water is, first of all, it's very sterile, so that means that it's not contaminated, and it contains like a benzyl alcohol, right? So when you reconstitute it, you can have it stored for a period of time, and then when you inject it, it's not like it's going to become contaminated through some type of growth that happens, like mold or something within it. But I went to probably about 15 to 20 pharmacies today. Around 15. And each one of them, I walked into the place, I'm looking for bacteriostatic water because I got delivered somatotropin, and which is HGH, and I needed water to reconstitute it, right? And they didn't give it to me. The last place I got it before, like over a year ago, they gave water with when you bought HGH. This place didn't. And I know you could have ordered online, but you're going to pay $20 like a schmuck, right? Why would you want to do that? Well, I was going to go pay today actually in pharmacies, but no pharmacy had it, and every pharmacy looked at me like I was a fucking drug addict, which technically I am doing illegal drugs here. Well, in Canada it's not illegal, but I got black market stuff. But that all aside, I walked into all the places and they're like, "Oh, you want water?" Nobody. I was surprised none of them sold it. Okay, and probably it makes sense because generally speaking, pharmaceutical pharmacies don't give medications that require you reconstitute things, right? And it was kind of embarrassing because some of the places had some hot chicks behind the counter, and they were like giving me the eye, and then I said, "Oh, I need water." Look at me like I'm a drug addict. Like, you see the expression on their face change, right? But so I had to find a solution to this because I want to start doing it now, and I don't want to pay. I didn't want to pay like overpriced stuff online and wait a week before it got here, shipping, everything on top of it. So since everybody was looking at me like I was a fucking drug addict, I thought to myself, wait a sec, isn't there places in town that give drug addicts these things, like water to inject their stuff with? Because I live in a relatively liberal place, and I know all across Canada they're doing this now, which is like safe injection sites. And they have them, I'm sure they have them in the States, like especially if you live in like Portland, Oregon, or like Los Angeles and things. They hand out safe injection paraphernalia, right? And sure enough, I Googled it, and there was a place in straight dead center of Cracktown in my area of where one of these places was. So I ventured there, and it was really sketchy. Like, I pulled up in the parking lot, and there was like a bunch of people huddling around, and like you could just tell it was like fentanyl type of people who were injecting heroin and probably meth and shit like that, right? In the parking lot. And it was a very sketchy kind of back door. You had to enter the back door into this fucking place, right? But anyway, I went in there, and there was a counter that was like bulletproof glass with like a slot type of thing, like you would if you're entering like a police station, but a lot more lot different than that. But like, you know, counter between this lady, and the lady was very nice. But I'm like, I told her the situation that I'm gonna need to inject my medication, and I need bacteriostatic water. Do you have that? She's like, no, we have sterile water. She was actually very informed about the differences and things. So essentially what she gave me was 3 fucking packs of these things, which like heroin users use to mix their stuff. So it's distilled. It's not distilled water. It's sterile water, sterilized water. Okay. She gave me a bag full of fucking things, man. Probably more than I would use like 3 years worth of supply. And I looked online, and sure enough, for intramuscular injection, you can use this. Now, the only thing is, because when you reconstitute it, with this, you wouldn't want to leave it for too long. Because the bacteriostatic water has the benzol in it, so if you left it for long, nothing would grow in it because it has that alcohol in it. This doesn't, but since I have very small vials of the HGH and within 2 days I'm going to inject it, then it's not like I'm leaving it long enough for the bacteria to grow in it or anything like that. So essentially what I'm doing, I'm sure a lot of you know because you do this, is inject 1 milliliter in it, reconstitute it, and then use the insulin syringes, and then I will do 2.5 in the morning and then 2.5 at night. And then the next day, same thing, and then that vial will be done. That will last 20 days. And I have enough water to last way more than I even need, and it was free. So life hack, anybody on HGH, if you live in a place that has these types of centers, you don't have to buy water. Maybe places where you buy the kits, you just get water for free like I did last time, but a lot of time you don't. You might have to pay extra for it, or you might find somewhere else. And online, I'm sure you can buy bacteriostatic water, but it's let's see how much it costs. Shopping. $25. $117. No, that's too much. 29, 20, around $30 for 30 milliliters of bacteriostatic water. Well, I got probably 3 liters of sterile water for free from these sites. They just handing them out to people. And I could probably get some syringes there as well. Maybe I should go back and actually get syringes as well for free. Welcome to Canada. They're giving free drugs and free paraphernalia and everything. I'll go on a little side note here. I kind of mixed feelings about this, to be honest, because I believe these things are kind of like a virus in our society. The liberalism is encouraging drug use within our culture, and it's even worse than any Americans listen to this. It's even worse than you think. They just passed something, and I believe, or talking about giving minors free fentanyl without parental consent. How fucked is that? I don't even know what to say about that. It's crazy. A little side note, but it's very pertinent to this, where I got these things. But I don't know. It's encouraging drug use in our society is probably not the route I would want to take, but at the same time, it is what it is. I believe in the end, these people will take care of themselves, which is they'll die. It is what it is. But anyway, free water, guys. Go to a drug injection site, and if you need it, and they'll give you as much water as you fucking need for injections. I'll leave it there, guys. And needles, and probably the wipes, the alcoholic wipes as well. I'll probably give you everything you need. So, and probably give you a tie band if you want to actually inject some fentanyl in your veins. Stupid joke, but seriously, that's where we're at these days. But I'll leave it there. Life hack: how to get water for HGH. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.